Hey folks, this is Kalani. Obviously I got done with the Marksmanship Hunter challenge last night, and that went up in more of a raw footage format. That was basically because it was super late last night. I wanted to get something done, but I wanted it to go up in one form or another to give people help who might be struggling with it. So that's why it went up like that, and we'll talk through how I prepared for it and what I really was thinking going through it. So to start with, you need to pick up as many buffs and items as you can which will benefit you. So you want potions of prolonged power, or whatever potion seems to be the most DPS for you. Healing potions if you need them. You want to pick up flasks, food buff, runes if you can afford them, and then make sure you pick up some drums of the mountain, because this is going to be a lust effect for you if you do not have access to that lust effect. Now, for my Marksmanship Hunter, I ran with Lone Wolf, Lock and Load, Post Haste, Explosive Shot, Binding Shot, Barrage, and Piercing Shot. I took Barrage and Explosive Shot to really help clearing out some of those adds, Binding Shot to help me group them, stun them, and, aid in the kiting, and then Piercing Shot because I'm just not going to be standing still casting Aim Shot in this challenge at all. It's all about kiting. If you get hit at all by anything in this challenge, you basically die. So as for gear, I am pretty geared obviously, so I'm 913 equipped right now, and I did run with the Schlaudersil roots, which let me heal for a ridiculous amount when standing still. Going into this, you want at least one reliable healing source so you can heal up Wraith's damage and you don't have to worry too much about that. So going into it, you have Wraith and Karam. Now obviously Wraith is our target, and he mind controls Karam. Again, if you get hit by Karam at any point, you'll just get one shot, so you need to kite him around the room. In the first phase there will be purple puddles that spawn. These will slow you if you step in them, so obviously avoid those whenever you can. Keep kiting him around, and around 32%, I believe it was, Wraith will become vulnerable again, Karam will stop chasing you, and he'll start regenerating health, and you need to blow Wraith up. Like seriously, pop everything you have. I made sure that True Shot was available, so if you don't have your cooldowns yet, just keep kiting Karam, keep kiting him until those cooldowns do come back, and then push him over to get Wraith vulnerable. Pop the drums to get your lust, pop your second potion, make sure you're pre-potting before combat so you do get 2 potions in, and blow Wraith up. I managed to get him below 50% in this first vulnerable phase. The reason why you want to get as much damage here as possible is because every subsequent phase that Karam heals and Wraith goes invulnerable, you will have more things to deal with. So the second phase, he'll start spawning adds. These small adds, really slow, but they'll creep towards you. And if they touch you, once again, you'll just get one shot. So make sure you're not getting hit by those. DPS them down whenever you can, because they will start to be a problem if you get too many of them, especially when you get into the next phase where you kind of need to stand still. The other thing that's going to happen in this phase is hands from beyond will start spawning. They'll start casting Grasp from beyond, which will hit you for about 3.7 million damage. I knew I could kind of cheese it and ignore one cast, but if you don't have that much health, you will need to interrupt that every single time it's cast and nuke that hand down, because those casts will one-shot you, which is just game over. So keep kiting everything around. Once again, kill any hands that appear, take care of those little lads as best you can. You do really want them all to be dead before you get Karam down to 32%, so Wraith becomes vulnerable again so you can get as much damage into him. Now, when Karam heals up for the third time, Wraith will actually still be damageable, so you want to nuke the balls off Wraith and hopefully kill him pretty quickly, because there's another ad which will spawn here, and Wraith will throw down a rune of summoning, and you can actually stand in this rune, and if you stand in this rune it'll get smaller and smaller and eventually dissipate. But if that rune does not get removed from the battlefield, it will spawn a huge horror, and that horror will chase you and one-shot you, and basically if that horror spawns, it's almost guaranteed to wipe unless you can kill Wraith within, 5 seconds of it spawning, which I did manage to do. So stand in the rune, get rid of that ad, and just keep kiting them around while damaging Wraith. It's interesting to note that as soon as you kill Wraith, all the ads will disappear, and you'll still have Karam to deal with, but you don't actually have to kill Karam. You can die at this point and actually hand in the quest to be completed. You only need to kill Wraith, which would have been nice to know instead of running around killing Karam for the next 3 minutes. So that's how you can deal with this Marksmanship Hunter skill challenge. If you have any questions or queries, please leave them in the comment section below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Or hop on over to Discord. We have a server at discord.gg/Kalani. Great place to come ask questions or just hang out. Remember to leave a like just below the video before you leave, and if you want to see more, make sure to subscribe. But apart from that, thanks for watching folks, good luck and have fun, and as always I will see you next time.